Hey everybody, coming at you from out here in the wilderness, and we're beside a nice little creek. And who do we have on the camera?
Heyo,
Nick. Alright, today what we're going to do, alright, I'm an old dude and I'm out of shape, and I used to be really good at the hand drill, and what we're going to do today is we're going to try to make a hand drill fire, and we're going to have some coffee that a friend of mine sent me. Okay, instead of talking about the coffee, when we get the water on, I'll talk about the coffee then, okay?
Yeah.
But anyway, in the meantime, a couple of things I'm going to show during this video. And one of them is, somebody had asked me one time, they said, whenever you get a favorite spindle, how do you keep from breaking it when you're on the trail? Well, what I have is this stylish piece of PVC tubing, okay, PVC pipe. And what I've done is I have paracord on it, wrapped all the way around it, so if you need a bunch of paracord, you've got it. It's handy and it's cool looking. And then you've got a strap where you can carry it, and then each end is capped with rubber caps. Okay, I took them off the bottom of a chair, and that is what protects your hand drill. Alright, so that's what we're going to use for the hand drill fire. But anyway, that's just something that I wanted to show, because in the many discussions I get into, people ask things like that, and I'm always like, I'll show it on video.
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to set up right here, right beside this nice little creek right here. We're going to take this backpack off and unload the contents. Alright, sound good, Nick?
Sounds good.
Alright, let's do it. It's like a nice spot right here, and not only are we beside a nice creek right here where we've got plenty of water for maybe if the fire gets out of control, but we've just gone through 5 days of rain, and this ground is nice and muddy and sopping wet. So we don't have to worry about having a fire get totally out of control here. Alright, so let's take a peek at what we have. I have my Hidden Woodsman backpack, which I love dearly. So let's take a peek inside and see what we have here. We have some water.
Oh boy, I sure hope there's coffee in there.
Oh, there's coffee in there.
All right.
Have a couple of nice places to sit right here. Let me go ahead and set this down. I always carry some kind of a mat to sit on. And then here's another one for Nick to sit on. But in the meantime, I'm going to put everything on there. Let's see, we have a machete.
Yep.
And a saw. We're going to need that saw. I have my brine. Taking care of firewood chores. Between that and that, we'll have the firewood taken care of. I have my 73 forge knife and a ferro rod for in case I fail. And over here, I think, nothing. Over here, we have, oh, there's another one. I got another ferro rod with a striker in case I fail. And then there's my hearth board. Now I haven't cut the notch in it yet because I'm going to show you something, because somebody had asked me about a notch and about creating dust. So let's take a peek in here. We have, oh, that hurt! Oh,
something in the ground?
That hurt. Oh. That cracking sound was my shin.
Oh.
Alright, so let's take a peek in here.
Watch where you sit down for a bit in the woods.
Yeah, watch where you see it. This is called Franklin's Finest. More about this coffee after we get the fire going and the water on. We have, let's see, the grill, okay, and then we have my trusty Moore's pot with 2 spoons and 2 green cups. Alright, so what we're going to do, let's see, there's a little bit more water right there. Alright, we got everything piled up right here now. Now this grill, I think it's funny. About 10 years ago, I made a video called Making Backpacker Grills. And I started making little grills that you can like dig a hole and set them over, or you can set rocks up and set them over them. And then I started making grills that had legs Very, very, very handy because, you know, sometimes you just don't have time to make a pot holder. And I think it's funny that I started making these, and then somehow or another, companies started finding that they were making 4x8 sheets of interwoven mesh stainless steel, and they started making these little grills and selling them now. So I think that's interesting. You know, it ain't like I invented the grill itself, but as far as the little backpacking grills, you know, nah, I was kind of one of the first ones to make them, handmade. There we go, right there, just like that. Let's see if we can push these down a little bit more. The only bad thing about being near a creek bank is there's a bunch of rocks right in there.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to fill that up with water in just a minute. In the meantime, let's drag some of this stuff over here. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to cut the camera off. Let's put this stuff up. We're going to cut the camera off, and me and Nick's going to run and gather up a mess of firewood. Well, actually Nick is going to gather up some firewood, because I got to go find, at the other end of the creek where the field is, I'm going to have to get some dry grass for a tinder bundle. Alright?
Yeah.
Sound good, Nick?
Yep.
Alright.
How come I get the hard job?
Well, do you want to go get the dry grass?
That's too much walking.
Alright. Here, take this and go get some firewood.
Alright.
Alright? We will be back with you in just a minute when we get everything situated. And then we're going to have us hand drill fire and coffee. Alright?
Sounds good. I can't wait.
Just a good old hoedown here next to the creek.
Yep.
Alright, I got me a little handful of some, I cut some tops off some grass over there. Some's got the nice fluffy stuff and some's like broom sage or something. So I'm going to lay them right there and try to keep them dry. And then Nick's got us a little bit of wood. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of pieces in here, like this. Just like that. Yeah, that ought to work. And then we're going to put some smaller stuff on top. Alright, and this is all nice and muddy around here, so I'm not worried about this fire getting out of control. Now, since the ground is muddy, what we're going to do is I got some rocks here. And I'm going to set my fireboard, my hearth board right here. And then I'm going to put my foot right here. I'm going to do it right here. Just like that. Alright, so what we're going to do now, I think we got everything that we need. Oh, real quick like. I got some old dry hearth boards here, some extras. I'm going to try to carve one up a little bit. Make kind of a little bit of a feather stick here. I want to at least make sure I've got something dry to set on top of there to get it going. So I'm going to leave that over here. Got a few more small ones here. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to change camera mounts, and I want to show you up close what this notch is going to look like. Okay?
Alright.
The bottom of this thing burned in already. And then I've got a little dimple right here. Alright, I got that started. Now what I'm going to show is the notch here. So let's move this out of the way and set it here. Now what you want to do is you want to cut it at an angle. You push in just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Alright, now as you can see, it's actually easier to saw it. But what I'm doing is I'm slowly chipping away a place for the dust to go. Now, a lot of people have said, you know, Dave, I've tried the hand drill and I can get dust, but I can't get it to ignite, or I don't make enough dust. Well, a lot of people will stop at this point. They will just make a place for the dust to go over. Well, there's something else that you want to do to it. That was actually not deep enough. Alright, at this point right here, what I like to do is, instead of, you get dust piling up all around the outside. So what you want to do is, because of these corners here, you want to knock these corners down like that. Are you still seeing it, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, now see what I've just done? I've made a place for the embers to push themselves in. Now when you do this, you have to kind of lean the hand drill. Instead of straight up and down, you have to kind of lean it that way to push it in that direction. Alright?
Yeah.
So you want to make you want the dust to fall down in there. Alright? So are we ready to do this, Nick?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it. Now what I'm going to do is, I've got these a couple of leaves under here, and that's what I'm going to catch my ember in. Let me turn these things upside down so that you can see better. Hopefully Nick is going to zoom in on this while I'm making it so you can see what I'm doing. Now for this thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this like this like this, and like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start curling this around. And that's how I'm going to make my bird's nest. It works better with grass, but I'm using the tops of these dead weeds here. Now this is probably going to fall apart, but I don't care because it's going to catch on fire. And see, right inside there is where I'm going to put my ember. All this other stuff right here, I'm going to keep handy. In case I need it. Now I'm just going to sit there, and a lot of that's going to fall apart, but the center is what matters. Alright, are we ready, Nick?
Yeah.
Now do you have a clear view?
Yes.
There's not
right now anyway.
There's not a bunch of junk in the water.
No.
And normally I do this with my left foot on it, but I'm going to do it with my right foot on it this time. Put a little bit of spit on your hands. Kind of helps you get going. Alright, wish me luck. I don't know if I can do this or not. Alright, now you let it sit there for a minute.
Oh, ember.
Oh, yep, you see it. Alright, good. Yeah. A lot of times people will remove that. So
It's still glowing. No spots already.
they'll let oxygen get to it by moving this. But with the notch I used, the ember fell out in front.
Smell it a bit.
Huh?
So you can smell it a bit.
Yeah. Alright, we got us a nice ember here. Save that. That's a keeper.
Yeah.
Now,
It didn't take too long. I've seen it take you over a minute before and you never even get it. And this one, I don't know, 10 seconds? Well, not 10. 20?
It wasn't long.
My sense of time is terrible.
How's that?
Looks good.
Alright, you dump it in. You want to kind of let it grow. You don't want to push it, especially with as much humidity as in your air.
There you go.
I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here. And that's what you want.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. All right. Every once in a while, put you a little more grass in there, but then that's when you want to start putting all of the little sticks on it, just like that.
Just like that.
Nothing to it. Is it easy? No, it's not easy.
Make sure you don't accidentally kick the whole thing in the creek,
Yeah. Don't kick it in the creek.
because you insist on putting a fire, like what, 1.5 feet from the creek?
Yeah. That's why you keep some grass handy right there. Now you don't have to worry because I've added more grass. I now have layers of tender, kindling, tender, kindling. You still seeing it good from where you're at now?
Yeah.
I see that's just going to come to life here in just a minute.
It's going over there small and smoldering underneath.
Yep.
I think everybody knows what we could use to kickstart this fire a bit.
Lighter fluid.
How do you spoil it? Everybody's supposed to spam the contents with it.
Oh yeah.
Nope, now you spoiled it.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yep.
Act
Thanks,
like I
Dave.
never said it.
Nope, too late now.
Oh, I went and ruined it, didn't I, Nick?
Well, at least we still have coffee.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Put a little bit more in here. And this thing's just going to roar to life here in just a minute. Alright. Let's put some water in here and put it on. And then you can move the camera back to the other position. How about that?
Sounds good.
Now we don't want to boil water because this is instant coffee. We just want to be able to warm it up and drink it. About right there.
Now, were you going to comment on bringing your own water when you're right next to a creek?
Well, you could bring a water filter, but we're in a hurry. Let's see. There we go.
We're in a hurry because we have to get that coffee fast.
That's right.
It's been over an hour since I had coffee. We need to fix this.
A few more sticks in here. Now that ought to be enough wood right there. We've given it a kickstart. We've given it a good kickstart, so we're not worried about nothing. That'll warm it up plenty right there. And then I have a piece of leather so that I can pull it off the fire later. I wonder if I can grab that leather. Yeah, I can. Woo! It's already getting hot. Alright, I think that fire is plenty come to life. So We can move the camera now. There we go. And I can talk just a little bit more. All right?
Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's go sit in some smoke.
Yeah, go sit in some smoke, man. I think we got that fire going pretty good right there now. Now, I'm an old dude. And years ago, when I used to practice a hand drill every day, the fastest I ever got an Ember was 20 seconds. And I was always shooting for 15 seconds, and I don't think I ever hit 15. But, you know, if you don't do it, you lose practice. And I practiced every day for the past week. So when I first started doing it, I got kind of winded and couldn't do it. But, you know, after 7 days of practice, I got my hands built back up. And I got back to where it was kind of easy. And it's kind of like riding a bicycle. So, but if you don't do the hand drill now, you know, bow drill's fine, but the hand drill is just very rewarding. So if you haven't done it, I would suggest that you learn how. Now about the coffee. This is called. Can you see that?
Yeah.
This is Franklin's Finest Extended Life. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
That's a pretty big bag.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big bag. But anyway, people have heard me talk about Bushcraft USA. Well, Bushcraft USA is a forum full of bushcraft members. It's a great place. I've been a member about 10 years. A lot of good camaraderie there. Well, there's a guy on there, a friend of mine named Mo. And Mo sent me a message and said that he bought a bunch of food from My Patriot Supply, and he said that they had coffee on sale, so he ordered some coffee. I think it was half price. And so he said he wound up, but he didn't know the bags were this big, so he wound up with an extra bag and asked me if I wanted it. So I'm like, yeah, send it. So he gave this to me free. He paid for it. So thank you, Mo. You're a good guy. So we're gonna try some coffee today. Now this water may be warm already. I don't know. Like I said, we don't need it boiling, we just need it warm. Oh, whew, it's already. That's it, that's all it took. It's already so hot I can't get my finger in it. I'm gonna take this thing off. Turn it upside down. All right, Nick, you ready to sit down here with me?
Yep.
All right, here, have a seat. So we'll move that thing down a little bit. Whew, that water's plenty hot enough.
Why would you stick your finger in boiling water?
But it's not boiling, it's just kind of simmering. It didn't take long. So what we're going to do, we're going to fill these cups up right here. So that we won't have to wait too long for this coffee. All right, let's see if this pack will open up. Straight. Oh, didn't even have to use my knife.
Yeah. Oh, it does say on the back, the world's first survival coffee.
Yep. Look, oxygen absorber. Do not eat, do not microwave.
Eat it.
Oh man, here. Let's look inside.
Oh yeah.
Here, smell it.
Get a smell. Oh yeah, that smells good.
It does smell good. It's Colombian.
All right, no, cool. Waste some time and throw it on.
All right, I'm going. All right, let's dip in 1 spoon and 1 spoon. Woo. All right, and then we're going to make more as we want it.
Yeah.
I say you don't have to be doing overnighters and camping and things to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, get off work and go out and make a fire. You know, practice your fire making skills and have coffee.
Yep. Looky there.
Oh yeah. Now I wouldn't suggest this in the summertime. It's too hot. Right.
See if I can zoom in on that right there.
It's looking good, Nick.
Look at that beautiful cup of coffee.
Oh man.
They're automatically made better because they're in the woods.
That's right.
Automatically 10 times better.
Now see how hot it is. Perfection. For instant, that's fantastic. Man. All right, Nick. Let's see. Hand me. We'll make some more. We'll just sit here and drink when we get done with the video.
Yeah.
All right. Hand me the camera. Grab your.
It's not easy to film with that down here.
All right, grab your coffee.
Oh.
And let's move over here. Come over here to where I can see you.
Let's do it. I'll get directly in the smoke here. This is the best place to be in the woods, let me tell you.
Yep.
Right in the smoke.
There's Nick's sitting bucket back there. That's what he sits on.
Yeah.
He uses
I
it.
don't sit on these.
I found out I used to be like, why would you want to carry a bucket to sit on it? And he always looked at me and he went, duh, that's what you put firewood in. And so
After the first time I saw a scorpion out here.
Yeah.
We actually have them up in Georgia here. We actually have them.
Yep. So that was the last time I ever said a word to him about it. I've never complained to him then. Scorpions, ants, spiders, and firewood container. Well, what do you think about the coffee, Nick?
Definitely smells good. That is very good for instant.
For instant, it's fantastic.
We're used to drinking that stuff from Walmart.
Oh, I know, and it's not very good. It's
really
just kind of like muddy water. Fantastic. We're about ready.
There's some coffee that you just can't really drink it black. You have to add half and half or something to it because it's just kind of bitter.
That's exactly what I say. Really good coffee.
This is good black. It's instant.
Yeah, you can drink really good coffee black. All right, let's get out of the smoke and wrap this video up.
Yeah,
all
look,
right?
now it's going into you.
Oh, I know. Sound like Sean Connery from Saturday Night Live when he was on Jeopardy. Remember that?
Yeah. Is it filming?
Yeah, it's filming.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, it's filming. All right, I was standing beside Nick, but the smoke was overwhelming me really, really bad. So
yeah, now you're standing in it almost.
Yeah, now I am. But then again, that's how you keep the bugs alive. Get nice and smoky.
Yeah, no, they've been all over me on here.
Now the smoke's coming this way. What's that, Nick? Smoke follows beauty?
No.
All right. Well, anyway, we had fun. Hope you had fun. This is some good coffee. Franklin's finest. He said he got it at My Patriot Supply. I've heard of them, but I've never dealt with them before. Really, really good coffee. I hope I inspired you to want to try the hand drill because it's, I don't know, it is hard, but it isn't hard. If you do it enough, it's not that big of a deal. So, you know, Nick is a lighter fluid kind of guy. Right?
Yeah.
All right, well, we had a lot of fun.
Cheers.
And drink up, enjoy coffee. We're heading towards fall and winter, so instead of doing a bunch of instructional videos, hopefully we're going to do some actual cold weather camping. And that's what I really enjoy. So.
And cooking.
Oh, cooking, yes.
I used to have a rule I wouldn't really film unless it was a cooking video, but I just kind of dropped it because everybody wants to see more of me. Of course you do.
That's right.
Hey, it's coffee.
More Chef Dave's videos to come.
Yep. Thinking large breakfast.
Oh yeah, eggs, sausage, maybe some pancakes. I've got a griddle I never showed, or did I show it?
Let's pretend you didn't, and let's show it anyway.
Yeah, that's
breakfast
right.
video.
All right.
Hey, we'll use this coffee too.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll have plenty left. All right, y'all enjoy life. Get out, do what you can. We shall see you in the next one.
See you later.
Like